After the Galaxy S25 series stole the spotlight, Samsung isn't slowing down. The tech giant is now gearing up for its next big reveal, the highly anticipated Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7. This time, the excitement is even bigger, as both foldables are expected to debut with Android 16 right out of the box. And just when the anticipation couldn't get any higher, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 has officially made its first appearance online, and it's running One UI 8. Spotted by a trusted tipster on Geekbench, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is already being tested internally with Android 16-based One UI 8. The foldable scored an impressive 18,143 on the OpenCL benchmark, signaling some serious performance potential with Samsung's next-gen software. What makes this even more exciting is that the score comes from an early build, firmware version F966 USQOAG7 of One UI 8. While it's not the final version, it gives us a promising glimpse into the power Samsung is packing into this device. But here's where things get even more interesting. The Z Fold 7 is likely skipping Android 15-based One UI 7X entirely and heading straight to One UI 8. That's a bold move, and it could mean that flagship devices like the Galaxy S24 series might receive two major updates in 1 year. The S24 lineup recently got its stable One UI 7 update and could be on track for One UI 8 as early as August 2025. According to new reports, Samsung is planning to launch the stable version of One UI 8 alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 in August 2025. Even better, the beta program is expected to begin earlier, with the Galaxy S25 series leading the charge in testing the new software. And there's more. As of April 2025, leaks and insider info have begun pouring in, painting an exciting picture of what's to come. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is rumored to feature a jaw-dropping 200-megapixel main camera, a huge leap from the 50-megapixel sensor on the Z Fold 6. That alone is enough to stir up major hype. Design-wise, the Fold 7 might be taller and wider when unfolded, offering an even more immersive experience. As the months roll on, we can expect more details to surface, and from what we've seen so far, this next chapter in Samsung's foldable journey is shaping up to be truly unforgettable. While Samsung's upcoming foldables may not be the most secretive smartphones the tech world has ever seen, they're still managing to keep us on the edge of our seats in more ways than one. There's an air of mystery hanging over the Galaxy Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7, and the long-rumored Z Flip Fan Edition, or possibly Z Flip 7 Fan Edition. Will they all be revealed side by side in a grand unpacked event? And if so, when exactly will that be? Right now, no one can say for certain, and that uncertainty only adds to the intrigue. One of the biggest question marks swirling around these devices is their processor choice. For months, the rumor mill has been buzzing with speculation, and while a new report out of Korea doesn't quite confirm anything, it sheds some light on Samsung's potential strategy, including its initial production goals. According to the latest whispers, Samsung is eyeing a second quarter production run of 160,000 units for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and 170,000 units for the Z Flip Fan Edition. Those numbers might seem surprisingly low at first glance, but there's a reason. The second quarter wraps up in June, and Samsung is widely expected to host its next Unpacked event no earlier than July. Interestingly, the regular Z Flip 7 is reportedly starting out with a higher initial production volume of 240,000 units. That's a pretty clear sign that Samsung doesn't expect the budget-friendly Flip Fan Edition to outsell its more premium sibling, at least not right away. But of course, everything could change once these devices hit store shelves. If fans end up falling in love with the Z Flip Fan Edition, Samsung could quickly ramp up production and maybe even adjust the numbers for the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 too. It's all going to depend on how consumers react once they get their hands on them. And speaking of production, it's said to begin next month, which all but confirms a July unveiling. As for the exact launch date, that still remains a bit of a mystery, perhaps even to Samsung itself. The mobile industry is facing all kinds of global economic turbulence right now, and we've seen the company shuffle its release calendar in the past, sometimes at the very last minute. Now let's talk chips, because this part of the story just got even more interesting. Remember the Exynos 2500? First rumored to power the Z Flip Fan Edition months ago, then seemingly replaced by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or 8 Elite, as it may now be called, for the Z Flip 7 earlier this year, while the Exynos 2500 is apparently back in play. Originally intended to debut the Galaxy S25 series, this ambitious 3nm chip has had a rocky road, but Samsung reportedly wants to get it out there to lay the groundwork for the even more advanced, more efficient 2nm-based Exynos 2600, which could headline the Galaxy S26 next year. So what's the current thinking? If the latest rumors hold true, the Z Flip 7 might debut with the all-new Exynos 2500 under the hood, while the Z Flip Fan Edition could go with the more modest, but still capable, Exynos 2400E. And just when you thought things couldn't get more exciting, a bold new coral red color is said to be in the pipeline for one of the Flip models, either the Z Flip 7 or the Z Flip Fan Edition. It's a striking standout hue we haven't seen in Samsung's foldable lineup before, and it could give the device a whole new vibe. As for the Z Fold 7, it's reportedly coming in 4 sleek shades, though Samsung is keeping those names under wraps for now. More secrets, more surprises, exactly what makes the build-up to these releases so thrilling. Samsung's foldable fans have been holding on with hope, but let's be honest, the past few upgrades haven't exactly knocked anyone's socks off. The excitement's been more of a slow simmer than a full-on boil. But 2025, it might finally be the year the foldable game truly levels up. According to @ThigaLox_ on X, the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 could be Samsung's most dramatic foldable upgrade yet, a true glow-up that fans have been craving. Galaxy Z Fold 7, what's coming? One UI 8 right out of the box. Improved under-display camera. Stronger display tech with new protective layers. Bigger displays. 8 inner and 6.5 cover. All new 200-megapixel main camera. A massive leap. Slimmer design. Just 4.5 millimeters when unfolded. Enhanced dust and water resistance. Smaller crease, smoother fold. Larger vapor chamber for better cooling. Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, top-tier performance. Upgraded speakers and haptics for a more immersive experience. But it's not all smooth sailing. There's chatter that Samsung has been hitting some bumps with its under-display camera tech, struggling to balance performance with production costs. So while the Z Fold 7 is still expected to include a UDC, it might be its last big moment before Samsung explores other options. And interestingly, Apple may be thinking the same. Rumors suggest both giants could be ready to move away from UDC entirely in future models like the Z Fold 8. And here's something to lift your software spirits. @ThigaLox_ also confirmed that both the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will ship with One UI 8 pre-installed. Sure, One UI 7 didn't exactly blow anyone away. It felt more like a placeholder than a breakthrough. But there's real buzz and optimism around One UI 8, which is expected to drop alongside Android 16, possibly as early as June 2025. And this time, Samsung seems to be moving fast. As for screen size, it's getting a serious bump. The Z Fold 7 is rumored to stretch its main display to 8 inches, while the cover display could grow to 6.5 inches, a nice jump from the Z Fold 6's 7.6-inch and 6.3-inch screens. The camera upgrade might be the real showstopper, though. A massive 200-megapixel sensor could be coming, a huge leap from the current 50-megapixel setup. That's not just a spec bump, it's a full-on photography revolution in your pocket. And under the hood, expect pure power. The Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy promises lightning-fast performance, while the bigger vapor chamber means the Fold 7 will stay cooler under pressure, whether you're gaming, multitasking, or just pushing it to the limit. Durability's getting a big boost too, with a possible higher IP rating for stronger protection against dust and water. Add to that a thinner body and a less visible crease, and you've got a foldable that's not just smarter, it's sleeker and tougher too. Samsung is gearing up for an explosive year in foldables, and the latest leaks have sent shockwaves through the tech world. Brace yourselves, 2025 could bring an unprecedented lineup of 5 foldable devices that will redefine the game. And now, a fresh insider leak has just turned up the heat even more. According to renowned tipster Max Jamber, Samsung is actively developing 3 next-gen foldables: the Galaxy Z Flip 7, Z Fold 7, and an all-new budget-friendly Z Flip model, designed to make cutting-edge foldable tech more accessible than ever. These devices, codenamed B7, Q7, and B7R, are set to push innovation to thrilling new heights. Samsung's foldables are about to go next level. The excitement doesn't stop there. Samsung might have 2 more foldables up its sleeve, and they could be the biggest shakeup yet. If the rumors are true, a successor to the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition could be on the horizon, catering to those who want a premium foldable at a more competitive price. But the real showstopper? The highly anticipated G Fold, a revolutionary tri-foldable device. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos covering tech trends, gadgets,